Mervyn Dinnen, you are a global talent acquisition industry analyst. I know you participate in a number of high-profile awards, and you've got great experience and insight into what a great award entry looks like. So it'd be great if you could just share some thoughts on what does make a great awards entry, and of course, what are the common mistakes that people make when they're putting forward their entry.
Thank you for the introduction, Ken. I think the importance of awards for a talent acquisition team is if they feel that they have achieved something. It could be a restructure, it could be a difficult hiring, having to recruit volume at a difficult time, it could be having new processes, it could be having an increase in kind of NPS for candidate experience. It's something that they feel good about, and it's something that they wish to have recognized. So I think that there needs to be a reason. There needs to be something that's happened in the last year, that a change that's been brought about, or an achievement in terms of hiring, that you wish to write about and be recognized for, as opposed to, it was a tough old year, but we hit our targets. I think there needs to be something a little more that you can add outside of the day-to-day talent acquisition remit.
And do you think it's better to have a really slick professional entry that's maybe been professionally written, or something that perhaps is slightly kind of rough around the edges, but is maybe a bit more natural and organic?
Personally, as someone who judges these things, the latter. I like to read something that's natural, organic. You can feel it. I'm not naming names or anything, but I once did, several times I've judged employer brand awards, and I mean there's an example there, because a lot of companies use an external agency to overhaul their employer brand. The agency maybe submits the entry, and if you've got 3 or 4 clients of the same agency submitting together, except the numbers and names changing, they pretty much look the same. And I think that the authentic voice of the individual company is important, and most large organizations will probably have people in their marketing, their comms team, who are used to submitting tenders, bids, and awards for other parts of the business. And it's important to use their expertise as opposed to maybe an external supplier.
And what? Thank you. And what are the common mistakes in award entries?
I would say the biggest mistake is usually to not fully understand the reason why you want to win the award. So there needs to be an achievement or something that's happened. As I said, it could be overhauling a team, it could be overhauling talent acquisition, it could be putting in new hires, new assessment. But to know that is what you've achieved, and to build your entry around that, so that comes out. The common mistakes are, it's very muddled, it's very confused. You're not quite sure. You, as the judge, have to do it almost like a crossword puzzle, or kind of a Sherlock Holmes novel. You've got to piece together, what have they actually achieved here? I can't understand it. And I think another mistake is to maybe go too early. And I know that it's something's happened, and you really want to shout about it, and it's important for the company to be recognised, but you don't actually yet have the results. So this is what we've done. But the last part, which is where you usually justify the outcomes, this is what we achieved, is a little bit flat. And I know sometimes it's, well, if we don't enter now, we've got about a whole other year. Sometimes it's better to maybe wait and make sure you have real quantifiable outcomes that you can be judged by, and that a judge could say, wow, that's impressive.
Okay, brilliant, thank you. Well, hopefully, given the last year that we've had, lots of organizations will have lots of evidence to show the impact and the innovation that they've made. Thank you very much.
They will.
Mervyn, when it comes to entering an awards program, should an organization just enter one category, or should they perhaps have a go at a number of different categories? And also, are you disadvantaged if you're not entering from a an organization or a company that has a well-established brand?
Two very interesting questions there. I would say with the first one, it's worth entering for every category in which you feel not so much you have a chance of winning, but you feel you have a chance of being recognized because of something you've achieved. So I sit through, well, pre-pandemic, I've sat through a number of awards dinners, and when they read out, even once it's whittled down to the final 3 nominations, you will often get organizations that are appearing in 3 or 4 different categories. And that would normally imply to somebody like me listening that they've obviously gone through almost more of a corporate overhaul this year. They've changed the way they go about recruitment. They've changed the way they approach HR and learning. And it's obviously, they've got quantifiable achievements there that they wish to be recognized for a number of reasons. So I would say, yes, enter awards across a number of categories, but only if you feel you have good achievements in them.
Okay. And this point about sort of brand versus, well-known brand versus lesser known brand.
I'm asked that a lot. For a judge, I can only speak for myself, but I also, there are some awards where judges get together for the day as well and discuss all the different nominations. There's never any favoriting a big name. If anything, a big global name, there would probably be an expectation that some of the achievements are almost standard. So a lesser known name, a smaller organization who've really done something that have almost broken the mold for what the organization does and stands for and how it's operated before, has got just as much, if not more, chance of winning than a big global name that is entering every awards, every category, and kind of has a team of people in marketing who do nothing but write out award submissions all year round.
What are the benefits, do you think, of entering an awards program, and I guess specifically for a talent acquisition and resourcing awards program? What do you think are the benefits to the organisation and the TA team?
In terms of the organisation, I would say it's recognition. It's a way of different areas of the business. So be it talent acquisition, be it HR, be it marketing, be it tech, whichever part of the business is entering awards, to get their recognition and maybe justify to a broader population exactly what they've achieved. It makes them feel good. It can, on a personal level, it obviously helps with the CV. I led this change, and it won awards at this and this. It was recognized as the outstanding submission at the TIARAs. Those kind of things help to build a personal profile as well as a corporate profile. For talent acquisition, I think it is important because we know more and more that candidates are quite savvy. They check companies out beforehand. They want to know the kind of company you are to work for. But also, if they are applying for a job or a role with a company that has won awards for talent acquisition, then I suppose it gives them an expectation of a good candidate experience. It makes them think, I'm going to be looked after here. Now, it obviously has to live up to that, but I think for candidates, it can help attract, because there is, I suppose, a lot of concern at the moment, particularly as so much being done virtually over the last year, just how robust the processes are. And I think, to be applying to a company whose talent acquisition team have been recognized as being a best of breed or one of the best in class will give them a lot of confidence.
Here we go. Fantastic. Mervyn, thank you very much.